Welcome back to
Welcome
FIFA Now Live, folks, and I do say, Tom, that it's looking
Jova,
like an
stop
awfully
stealing
good
intros.
pod.
You son of a bitch! You told me this was Mario Strikers!
Sorry,
Well,
Dizzy,
Tom.
I Anyway, and
Tied
this
edgy, by the way.
Swansea are away to Southampton.
Don't you see, Desi? This is the new Mario Strikers
So yeah,
now.
in the continuation of the campaign, Swansea destroys the world. Who are we directing next?
Southampton.
Da, da, da,
Oh, and look
da,
at Swansea are in the
da,
table.
da, 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 da,
Swansea is
da,
second.
da,
Wow, that's
da, da,
Jova.
Why?
Yes, Joe, I know you're very patriotic.
Jova, we know
I
you're
don't
good at
need it.
musical stuff, but
Patriotic?
can you at least try and keep music stuff related to...
I was humming the Southampton theme from the Titanic movie, you British pleb.
I don't think people want to take inspiration from...
there you go. Something different than making a goal, scoring a goal. Create at least 2 chances.
Don't worry, Dwibs, I kid when I say British pleb, but yeah, that's seriously the Southampton theme. So it's
Anyway,
actually a British
Southampton.
theme.
I mean,
Anyway.
you're referencing Titanic. I think you're automatically a pleb.
Anyway,
Also, you're wearing a different colored uniform.
Yeah,
I guess.
Southampton, the most famous player is one Matt Letizia, who stayed at Southampton his entire career.
Okay.
I'm sure Pedro at least knows what I'm talking about.
Yep. So is there a particular reason why your team is wearing the alternate uniform?
They're blue.
the game said so.
Also,
Oh, that was a bad goal bar hit.
these clearly menacing people with pink uniforms are so menacing.
Actually, it's red.
No, it's
Very light shade. I
no,
have to
that's
say,
pink.
bro.
That's
No, it's
definitely
red.
pink.
It's red and white stripes.
No, they got some red, some white,
Well,
and
well,
some
no,
pink.
Jova, it can be red and white, but in this case, the white seems to be more thick than red.
True that.
And in the middle is Alex Hunter.
Whoa!
Alex Hunter.
Remember when the storyline was first announced?
Yes.
And we were
Yeah,
like,
Deji,
wait,
we were there at D3, remember?
We literally
Yeah.
have the recording, Deji.
I know,
Oh.
I'm just saying. That's like we were all so shocked that it's actually getting a good storyline.
Deji, that's why I'm here.
That
I'm
was-
actually really curious about what this story is gonna unfold.
Remember, Deji?
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have been interested in being in on this if it wasn't for that.
Same.
It's just
Same.
one of those. Why did it take this long to finally make one?
Deji?
Well,
Deji, 2 letters.
Honestly, Deji, it's a thing that just came out of nowhere. People were in need. I mean, the typical FIFA player base kind of didn't need this.
See, here's
mean,
the... Yeah.
Quite frankly, and I can see that this is EA trying to
Try
doing this new, trying to appeal to a new type of audience, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll be quite honest. Not
You
many
got to
people...
appeal to us introverts as well.
See,
Yes,
see, here's the thing,
definitely,
Deji.
sure.
Nobody was really expecting this because, well, it's EA of all people making this game. I mean, look, EA makes good sports games, but innovation ain't exactly their strong suit. Well,
Well,
it used to
I
be
mean-
their strong suit,
I mean,
but
remember, Deji, EA is a company that's so evil that their CEO once dressed like your typical Satan in a business suit.
I thought you were gonna say the CEO was the main antagonist for Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Deji, remember the Switch announcement? He was literally accompanied by a red and black background.
The First Order.
I mean, seriously.
This attack got a bit of menace to it. Saints gonna make a change.
And you know what's funny? They're the ones that are making Star Wars games now.
I'm
sorry.
sorry, that new Battlefront game just... Look, seriously, how do you make a Battlefront game and take out so much from the second game and try and pretend like, oh, it's better?
And the result is going to be a throw.
Anyway, let's...
Could be dangerous.
All right. Well,
the
it's already almost again, Dwibs. Time is running out, and you haven't met your quota at all.
Yeah.
Speed up.
Nathan Dyer.
Maybe the 7.0 score, I guess.
Keeping an eye on the time here. He's still
Boy,
got
Alex
decisive
Hunter better
moment.
pick up his game
Short
now.
time that remains.
Well, hey, maybe looks like he will now.
Move forward again,
Oh.
Or will he do another goal bar shot?
Nope.
So, say if you pass the ball, or a teammate makes the goal, will you still get credit or no?
Oh, hello,
Hi,
Mena.
man.
What do you think, Mena? Yeah, that's the thing, Deji. Mena tends to be an occasional guest commentator here. We've
Oh, penalty!
There's a penalty.
Really?
Like I said before, we need to get our own little avatar.
Is it
Hey.
really good? So you need a penalty to get your goal in?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Pedro, does it really matter how I get the goals as long as I get them?
Oh,
Yes,
that
yes,
shirt of that
Dwibs.
guy flops.
Dwibs.
Well, no, actually.
Oh
Right,
wait,
so
that's
now-
right. That's right.
And goal!
Wait, Pedro, he's right. Remember, he's from England, the people who are notorious for losing on penalty kicks.
I was gonna say, so it's Alex Hunter, the LeBron James of soccer now, because
Well, he may be the LeBron James, but he still ain't the Michael Jordan.
damn.
Anyway, Swansea are now 2-1 ahead.
Oh, wait,
All
hold
right.
on. But if he were the Michael Jordan, would this mean that he would take an embarrassing short career in something like,
Golf.
oh,
Goal.
no. Think
Hockey.
bigger.
Hockey, perfect.
Oh, clearly, it's
Hang on,
trying to
hang
go
on, hang
against the
on.
Canadians.
I'm through! I'm through!
Maybe
And
not.
he lost the ball.
Sorry, Dwibs.
Don't worry, I still got a bit of time.
If you were a goalie, we'd say you dropped the ball.
They're playing keep away with you, Dwibs. Show them who's boss.
Well, this could be their last chance.
All right. How many minutes? Oh, it's already over. No recovery minutes.
No added time, though. So yeah, Swansea win 2-1. Wow, Shiori, Swansea, quite a long winning streak.
And they won on a penalty kick.
Again, Swansea is destroying the world according to this continuity.
Yeah.
So this will be the best timeline according to the people of, well, Swansea, not specifically the whole of South Wales.
Swansea
So
got
you
it.
got 2 points on the quota.
So in that
Could be
case,
better,
Dwibs,
I
what you're
guess.
telling me is that Swansea got a good future Act 3.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, then again, they had a good future in
You
like
need to
20,
improve the timing on your tackles.
in like 20. I don't know if it was 2012 or 2013 when they won the English League Cup, but yeah. And fun fact was because Swansea won the English League Cup, they got to be in the Europa League the following season. However, the catch was because they were playing in the English League system, they had to represent England, not Wales.
Huh.
Can you imagine how awkward it would have been if they won? The winners, the Welsh English representatives, Swansea
Yeah.
City.
Honestly, we've had Cristiano Ronaldo on our team so many times we're used to stuff like that. Thanks for
Yeah,
letting
right.
us borrow in Portugal, by the
So
way.
what's next, Dwibs?
More training, this time involving our passing.
That reminds me,
Okay.
is he in this game?
Who?
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Well, of course he is.
Yeah. You know, I gotta say, he does pretty good when he plays for America. How does he do when he plays for Portugal?
Oh, you're
Uh,
a substitute.
Mostly crap.
Oh.
Usually only plays well when he's playing at Real Madrid.
Hey, you know what sports series needs to come back?
What?
The backyard sports.
Oh, you mean FIFA Street?
No,
no.
he's talking about the backyard sports.
Like backyard baseball, backyard basketball.
Well, the issue is,
EA ran
now
him dry, yeah.
well, actually,
Oh wait,
the
no,
issue
wait.
is
Was that even an
actually,
EA game
actually,
company?
I was gonna mention nowadays, unless for the most part it is EA, sports games have kind of been dodgy. To say the
What
least.
about the NBA 2K games? Then?
Yeah, those were
Doesn't
good.
baseball-
I said for the
Those
most.
aren't made by EA.
I said for the most part.
And what about the WWE games? Those aren't made by E EA.
No?
Well, that's wrestling. I mean, yeah, it's technically
see.
sports entertainment, but
Basically, come on, Dwibs, you gotta come up with some examples of it being the majority of them outside of EA being bad, because let's be honest, for the most part, the only
Not
sports
to
games
mention
are
all the
EA.
Nintendo, not to mention all the Nintendo sports game.
Well, I've heard the most recent rugby games. They weren't, and I've heard they're mediocre at best or outright.
Is that
No,
all, though? Rugby?
There's
and-
also the
Let me guess, Ashes Cricket...
yeah, Ashes Cricket
Hey, do
2013.
you remember back when Sega made sports games, the FIFA, the NBA, the 2K series before 2K games made them?
I
Those were actually really good.
Yeah. And honestly, see, the thing is, Dwibs, It's not really the majority of sports games outside EA because, let's be honest, no one really makes sports games except for like EA, 2K games, and not that many people.
Konami.
And Nintendo.
And
Well,
Konami.
Oh yeah, that's right, and
The Mario
Nintendo.
sports games have pretty much need some innovation because they've.
Again, it's just like you mentioned at the beginning of the part, Deji. Mario Striker was actually the innovation that the sports series needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we need more of that again because
I've heard
I
good
know.
things about the. I've heard good things about the most recent Mario sports game.
I haven't. I've heard bad things.
Oh dear.
Just already a reminder that that game has online, but Mario Party still doesn't.
I haven't played. The only games that I've played that are in any way close to sports games or racing games.
Wow, Dwibs, you really sucked in this performance.
And also,
worry, I can
the
retry.
backyard sports games are actually really good.
Were those
Like,
also
I
done
haven't
by
even
EA?
played the Sonic sports games.
They were made by Humongous Entertainment.
Humongous
Atari.
Entertainment?
Yeah.
I mean, the same guy who did Pot Pot.
Pot.
Well, I do like the Everybody's Golf series.
That's Sony, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
who
the
could
appeal
forget?
to it, the appeal to it is they use a system of characters that were similar to the Mii's, so you could customize it with different characters, and companies are more often than not will offer their avatars.
There's supposed to be a new one of those coming out, but I haven't heard much about it.
Let me check, Dwibs. I think it already came out, actually. For the
Oh,
PS4.
I did even worse on that one.
Let me check.
And who remembers Wii Sports?
I do. Plenty of people do.
I know.
Yeah, it was included with each Wii console
Yeah.
copy, whatever.
We
Show it off.
got the Wii roundabout launch time, so.
Oh, but has anyone played We Love Golf? One of the few games that
No.
instead of having Phoenix as the Ace Attorney representative, it's a Capcom game by the way, it has Apollo and Pearl as the representatives instead of Phoenix
So that's
and
why
Maya.
it sucks, because no one likes Apollo.
Deadly.
That comment's outdated by like 4 years.
I can tell this stuff triggers you.
Deadly. Dwibs is actually right. You're out of date a few years because look, it was before Dual Destinies that people didn't like Apollo. Now
Yeah.
Apollo's one of
Now
the most
everyone
popular.
hates Athena.
No, not really, actually. Apollo is pretty much the protagonist of Ace Attorney 6 for all intents and purposes.
I'd say he and Phoenix do share, but yeah, Pedro's right for all intents and purposes. Oh,
So,
Spoiling.
Dwibs, how do you perform complexively?
Fine, and also Deji, I've heard some dislike for Athena, but not outright hate.
I love Athena. What's wrong with Athena?
and to be fair, Deji, even
It's because she, like, apparently played Dual Destinies, but this is what everyone that's told me.
she took
You play as
Trish's
her
role,
for
yeah. Huh?
you play as Sarah for a majority of the game.
Wow, those people are lying then.
Well, okay, well, you play her longer than it feels like you need to.
In which case, again,
Well,
wow,
but-
those people are lying because you just played for her for
Anyway,
one case. But
Anyway,
let's
to
not go
answer,
into
to
that.
answer your question, Dwibs, no, we actually haven't. It hasn't come out yet, and so we don't know anything about it at the moment. All the new Everybody's Golf.
Anyway, here's our next game: Swansea City against Manchester City.
Oh joy!
Manchester,
boy,
that sounds
two teams
familiar.
no one cares about.
Oh, and look at that! You can see that it's raining
Fuck
because
you.
it's raining on the camera.
I love you too, Shira.
Oh, take 5 shots.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically, guys,
Deji,
Manchester City, about say 15 odd years ago, were pretty much the Manchester's B team. Pretty much, they were the team that weren't expected to do much,
Whoa,
very well.
wow.
Also, goal.
Also, Deji, about what you said, look, I know
Although
Oh my god, Jova, we'll talk about it later.
ever
Anyway.
since Man City got bought by Saudi Arabian consortium, I think it was. I might be wrong at what nationality
Absolutely
they're from.
halal.
They've managed to attract quite a lot of star players, and they've even won the Premier League title on a couple of occasions.
that. Wait, hold on.
A question, Dwibs.
Yeah.
I mean, considering we're from the same place, Has there never been some sort of rivalry between Manchester United and Manchester City?
Oh, it's been going for decades.
Yeah, it's the same town. Basically, clubs that are from the same city are almost always rivals.
No, I know. It's a thing even in my country as well. But I didn't knew. I mean, I just wanted to know if it was a thing even in Manchester.
I don't see any rivalries between Yankees and Mets fans.
So let me get this straight, Dwibs. Someone from
Well,
South...
America's doing it all wrong then.
Come again, say what?
Well, if you guys don't have rivalries between your New York clubs, then what kind of?
I thought you were talking about sports in general.
No, about normal. I mean, referring normally to soccer/football. You know.
So yeah, at the beginning of the match we were 2-0 down, but now we're at 1-2. Let's see if we can equalise. They're offside. By that I mean Man City. I've got to say though, you know, for Man City managing to get in Pep Guardiola as their manager, in real life I think they're kind of underperforming a little.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on. Can Alex Hunter equalise? Yes!
Yay!
Equalize.
Equalize this motherfucker.
Who's the worst team in the league?
Let me check the league table. Premier League table. In real life, you mean, Deji?
Yeah.
Do Sunderland.
And who's the best?
Chelsea.
Whoa!
Deji, would you mind not deafening the audience, please? There you go.
But I get your disappointment, I guess.
Haven't been this disappointed since the Super Bowl. Oh wait.
Wow, yeah. Oh, well, Deji, let's be honest. Neither you or me will either be as disappointed as...
By the way, in real life also today, the FA Cup was being played, and Burnley also another goal, a hat trick from Alex Hunter. Yeah. Anyway, and also Swansea managed to turn a 2-0 defeat into a 3-2 lead. Amazing. Anyway, in real life, the FA Cup's been held, and Burnley, a Premier League side, got knocked out by Lincoln City, a side that's outside the Football League, let alone the Premier League. Basically, the National League, where Lincoln City play, is 4 divisions below the Premier League, and for a side like Burnley to get beaten by a non-league side is very embarrassing. The only more embarrassing thing that could happen is if on Monday Sutton United beat Arsenal. Also, also Manchester City in real life played a Championship club, Huddersfield Town, and they couldn't beat them either.
Yellow.
Oh, and Pedro, have you heard about Leicester City? Yeah, have you heard how horrible their season's been?
Yeah.
They lost to Millwall.
Anyway, Dad.
Yes.
About the Super Bowl, look, as disappointed as you and me may be, we are not nearly as disappointed as Nepenthe is.
And Kai.
I actually have a question about you two Americans about the Super Bowl.
Yes?
Do we still advertise it with the kids commercials?
Oh, Tio, half the fun of Super Bowl is the weirdest commercials you'll ever see. For example, they actually managed to, I believe it or not, okay, sure, right, confirm for me if this is a thing. There was this Mr. Clean commercial, where basically a woman was cleaning her house with Mr. Clean, but she was getting turned on by seeing him clean stuff. So it turned out that Mr. Clean was actually her hallucinating, and in Mr. Clean's place was her actual real husband. So he said, oh, well, honey, we're about to clean. And then she basically just took him right there, and he got laid for being clean.
What kind of commercial is that?
I mean, I've seen perfume commercials that made much more sense.
That's a Mr. Clean commercial.
Guys,
that sounds like a story for a porn.
Yeah,
you know,
That
Alex
sounds like
Hunter.
some 50 Shades bullcrap.
Oh, well,
Okay,
sure,
guys.
thankfully there was no whipping involved.
Okay, guys, remember? Okay, the fact that Alex Hunter's hat trick single-handedly helped Swansea snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Bear that in mind in the next couple of minutes.
Well, he
Oh,
also,
so
he
he's
also
like
he also got a yellow flag.
Say,
Ah.
wait till we get to about 22 minutes 50 odd. The cutscene comes up that really shows off the story's issue with gameplay story segregation.
So Alex Hunter is like their Tom Brady then. Zing.
But is he handsome?
Yeah, he's handsome.
He ain't that bad looking.
To just go back to this quick, the funny thing about it is, as soon as the Switch commercial aired, that's when everything went downhill.
What?
And it's been proven.
Well, you know what's funny, Deji? A lot of people thought, darn Nintendo showing it in
Interview
the...
time, guys, interview.
Okay.
Yeah. So
what are you gonna say?
What? Oh, right, I might as well say it. The funny thing is that a lot of people said that the fourth quarter, nothing interesting
Again,
would
Joe,
happen.
there's still going on.
Sorry, I thought Tia was asking me what I was going to say.
A hat trick for you today, Alex. Doesn't happen very often.
What does hat trick
You must be
mean?
pretty
3 goals.
3 goals in a row.
In the same game, he means.
I'd say the squad scored 3 today, not me. The team
Very polite.
Yeah, but I'm making him bipolar though. I'm having him be fiery and cool.
Honestly, Dwibs, it's like LA Noire, where, yeah, the mood says something, but most of them are kind of similar.
Right, let's see what I say about my booking.
Considering it's EA, it seems it's more taken from Mass Effect, downright to the color blue and red.
I went in a little hard and got booked for it.
What can you tell me about the Reapers?
More aware in those types of situations. It's all part of learning to compete at this level.
You gotta keep your head in the game.
No problem.
Please don't.
But hey, thanks to us, Swansea are top of the table.
Yay!
Yay!
Now, funny
Although
it
it's-
was that way in real life.
Shiri, if Leicester City could be top of the table at some point, anything can happen at this point.
Yeah.
That's a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it anyway.
1,000. You're still not being noticed by the senpai.
But I scored a hat trick and helped turn a defeat into a victory.
That's the thing about the soccer market over in Europe. You guys are
So what are you gonna?
fickle.
What did you choose?
I don't know. I couldn't see it properly.
Another skill, whatever.
Hazard.
Even Hazard.
I wonder if Alex Hunter is a fan of Biohazard.
Nah, Eden Hazard is a Chelsea player. Okay, yeah, I got a booking. Big, sad.
All right, here we go.
Alright, leave it open.
Done.
Dun, Why were you humming the Evolution theme?
I thought he was humming the Jaws theme.
Actually, it was supposed to be the
All right, here we go.
Hunter,
Oh.
look, I want you to know we rate you very highly here.
No, you don't.
Hmm?
It's been going well. Like I'm really settling into the team.
But we think it's time you went out on loan, lad.
What?
What does that mean?
They're gonna borrow.
Quiet.
They're going to loan us to another club.
Out
What?
on loan?
But
Well, no, I want to stay and fight for my place.
That's a great attitude, lad, but the last thing I want is a player of your ability sitting in
I
the stands.
just overturned a loss into a victory, you
You've done very
lemon.
well, but now with our new big money signing, your chances are going
Who's
to be
done
limited.
jack shit?
I got offers from 3 championship clubs. You'll get games, a great opportunity for you to get some experience.
But you're putting your own team's success at jeopardy by being a twat.
Yeah, I've just
So-
Okay.
So you had to switch your team forcibly.
Okay,
To be fair, real FIFA can be this
We
pretty
all think
stupid
you've got
too.
great potential.
I was gonna say, we live in a timeline where executives make stupid-ass
Now I'm wrong
decisions
over the
all the
making.
time.
Remember-
Looks at Disney,
But
looks
again,
at-
I've overturned a
The office will
potential
sort out
defeat
your
by
Dwibs.
Manchester City into a victory.
Dwibs,
And the so-called big signing hasn't done jack crap yet.
Dwibs, remember, This is the same company that you informed me is so archaic that you guys don't even use camera work to actually do proper checks.
Jova, not for nothing, but this isn't much to do with the FIFA organization as much as it is this game's issue with gameplay story segregation. You can perform brilliantly and yet still get sent out on loan.
That's the point, Dwibs, though. It said, in its defense, FIFA can be this stupid in real life, too.
I'm not, yeah, but Jova, we're referring to the football clubs, not.
Well, to be fair, Dwibs isn't going from technically going from Swansea to Aston Villa like a step up, though.
True,
no, because Aston Villa are in the division below us.
Real life or game wise again.
Right, you're right. I forgot.
Wait,
remember, Aston Villa were awful last season.
Are we talking about real life or game wise now?
In real life.
Yeah.
All right.
Last season, Aston Villa were pants.
All right, so I guess Swansea lost its biggest player, so now it's going to start losing again.
And now,
I think I see.
So they're going to be like they're going to be like Cleveland when they sold LeBron James.
So let me guess. No matter what team you pick, eventually you're going to get booted off to another new team.
Yeah.
Yeah, with such silly decision making like this, no wonder Swansea were in such big trouble at the first half.
Why would you do something like that, EA? That makes zero sense. So much for making your own story.
Screw common sense. This is a video game.
No.
So join us for when we up sticks to Birmingham to play for Aston Villa in the Championship. See ya.